Hello. I am tired right now. But I am prepared to begin. Just setting things up as usual. Okay. Is this the right save? I think so. Okay. I've gone through this many times. This is, I counted, it's my 4th attempt at this section of the game. The first one was very fast. I just went and I tried to shoot the mob at a place where they couldn't be shot, and so I restarted. Hey. Yeah, I tried to shoot the mob at a place where they couldn't be shot, and so I restarted. But then I made it basically all the way to where I wanted to save and end the stream, and then I died, and so I stopped. And then the next one I made it like half the way, and then I died to something that I didn't think would kill me, and so I stopped and streamed trying to recruit every party member at once. Pick up this dead crow, that's fun. Oh, hi, gamer. Tired gang, hope you're good. Yes, just left, okay. So it's nighttime there. Okay, yeah, the hell of a yeah. It's... I mean, it's only... Okay, there's a lot of sound outside. Okay. What was I going on about? When I first played Maso Mode, I saved... I think right before I used the hexen table for the first time. And so it was, you know, because the goal maulers are a difficult fight. But that meant that was also my first save, I think. And so anyway, that meant that every time I loaded the save, I had to refight the goal maulers, and it's a very long fight. At least the way I was fighting it, you know, which was I used the count. Oh my god. Okay, some money. Thank you. I feel like I had a joke planned for like I enabled that feature, and I was like, I'm gonna put it on a wall like Mr. Krabs or something. I think that was the joke. Anyway, thank you. What was I going on about? Yep, okay, so the goal maulers, I was fighting them. It's exactly like this. Like, I saved right before I have to do the sewer puzzle. I could avoid the sewer puzzle, but I don't know. I feel there was some reason I'm doing the sewer puzzle. I think it's to avoid death masks. I am, as the title says, I am going to succeed. The mob will die today. I'm fighting the goal mauler. English seaside, Town Beach. That, yeah, I've heard it's a lot like that. Yeah, there's. So the way I was fighting it in game was if you get counter stance, the hardened heart, and the leechmonger ring, you become immune to single attack hits. You're like unkillable technically. The seagulls own it, not the humans. Yeah. So you take damage, but because of the hardened heart, any damage you take will bring you to at the lowest 1 health. You can only die if you are at 1 health and then you get hit again. It's like it's not like Pokemon, because oh, I'm not supposed to go this way, because those ones are from full health to 1. But there's probably other games with a similar, like, you can only be brought down to 1 and you have to take another hit to be knocked out. So then you have counter stance on, so you immediately counterattack, and you have the Leechmonger ranks who immediately heal, so then you're above 1 health. But there's actually a lot of multi-hit attacks in the game. It was actually extremely impractical. It's good to counter specifically the Goal Maulers, and like nothing else. Like Bellends, they have multi-hit attacks, they can just kill you. Neighbors, multi-hit attacks, they can just kill you. Anything with a coin flip attack, that can just kill you. Most stuff just bypasses this invincibility hack. It's surprisingly balanced for like a combination of items that's supposed to make you invincible. So anyway, but it's really good against the Goal Maulers specifically. And so I would use it against them and it would work, but it would be like 10 minutes. Probably not 10 minutes, but like, I don't know. Being in one fight for like 5 minutes maybe feel like a really long time. Just because they don't take much damage. It's Maso Mode. Yeah, I don't remember the Hardened Heart being mentioned specifically as going to be changed. Yeah, when the update happens, I have several plans that, like, I don't know. The meat grinder nerf is going to be kind of sad. I like I like the meat grinder just because Germa, I have like one of my favorite videos I've made is Abella is going to push you into a meat grinder. Okay, the testers mentioned it, and I don't look at the Discord that much. I mainly remember talk about the black smog changes. Okay, can I shoot the... Okay, yeah. Bullets normally pierce enemies. So even though the hammer enemy is immune to bullets, that still works. Yeah, it makes sense that they'd change the Hardened Heart. But again, even though it is an invincibility trick, as I said, it's surprisingly balanced. Most encounters either have an instant kill or a multi-hit attack. And so, it's using up 2 of your accessory slots, and every battle you come out of it with 10 health left. So you can't even fight, you lose all of your health and you can't fight enemies that aren't being defeated with this exploit. So it's really not as good as it sounds, but it can work. Okay, this is terrible. I really don't like this. I got stuck here last time. This was how I died the most recent time. The Inquisitor and 2 Bellends all just blocked me into the clothing store. Okay, like this. Exactly, they're very similar to what is currently happening right now, because the car is a 1-tile walkway. Okay, what do I do? Glass shards, yeah. Especially the torso change. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've only heard vague descriptions of changes to that, but it's a big problem in Termina that most enemies after the early game just have too much arm health to be, puzzle-like. It's, you take out one of the arms, and, in the amount of damage you did, you could have... That's 90% of their torso health. They could just be dead instead of missing one arm. Forced shopping time. I don't think they sell pants, actually. I think it's a dress-only store. I guess they have shirts. They have buttoned shirts. Let's look. Okay, the bell is here. Yeah, they don't have pants. I don't think they It's just, like 200 dresses that are... I've never heard this sound effect before. Does this thing always make this sound? I've never heard it before, and I have, like, showed up, like, I've checked in on this before. That's strange. Then where's the rational totem? Well, so, I mean... I guess... I mean, the opposite of the irrational obelisk is, I think, logic itself. Unfortunately, no pants there. I think, I mean... Let me check what I have equipped for a moment. I have to make sure I can't actually beat this thing. Okay, yeah, I can. Yeah, you didn't realize it had a sound effect. I don't, like, I've been there, but it just didn't... I don't know. I don't know how I hadn't noticed it. That's very strange. I probably could have waited for more mind, but my plan is to be through the thing very soon, very quickly. The apartments. That's it. So I don't really need a lot of mind, and it's boring to stand around so much. Oh, vague talking noise. Oh, I didn't even hear those yet. Huh. Need to pay attention to those. Okay, these weirdos over here. Okay, they're... Okay, come on. I know I'm not stuck yet. Just let me pass by. Go here, thank you. Okay. Okay, we got this. Good. Okay. You like the rooms in the white mold apartments for that feeling, the strange yeah. They're pretty well designed. Oh, I'm bleeding. It was literally years before I realized that there's a little thing left behind on the ground when you bleed in this game. Like, there's like trails of blood behind you. Just because I was never bleeding for any period of time. Like, the first game, you have tons of cloth fragments. Realistically, you'd never run out of them and have to be bleeding for a long time. And like, but in RPG Maker, I'd see in every map there's a bunch of code for the blood to appear. Okay, give me a moment. I'm just gonna check the passwords. White mold apartments. Do you believe Bellens are the natural Moonscorch endpoint? For most of the in-progress scorches, we see like meat mallets that half-cocooned, even the Bobby or Inquisitor. I don't... That's... I don't think they're that similar. I guess the half... Oh, I guess actually I see the half-cocooned... Maybe. The Bellens keep their hands, though. And the half-cocooned has lost a hand already into a giant stump arm. But there is... The head is kind of forming into that shape. Okay, 2 1 1 1 3 6. Okay, you're right. Seem much more refined. Yeah, they're noticeably different from most of them, because they're one of the least human Moonscorches, right? I'm just gonna look. I like distractions from the stream. So like human, these were all very human. Human. This isn't even human to begin with. Human, this is a weird cultist. Okay, neighbors are very different. Bobbies are pretty different. I can see... Yeah, the Bobby kind of... Yeah. Half Cocoon feels like something similar. Perhaps they are meant to be unique. Oh yeah, well so I think Rebellions could be semi-unique if they're the endpoint. I know Mirror has mentioned that like realistically it shouldn't have like a bunch of people turning into the same thing, but for, you know, game design, you know, it kind of has to happen. And so he does have the excuse that I do see the comparison to the Bobby and the half-cocooned. There is some similarity there. The excuse was it's only very slightly implied that, do I have it on me? I probably don't. That like the film reel with the like moon scorching, what is it called? The like moon scorch slow exposure film reel where somebody becomes a Bobby. That's like the excuse then is that over the course of most of the festival the moon scorching effect was weaker, and so, you know, it's just been a month for most people to have a slower moon scorch, and that causes less extreme results. But the player characters will be there for the last few days when it's really strong, and so it's like a different type of transformation. I need some water. Bobby and Inquisitor are similar, but Inquisitor is not so much to Bella and Family Tree of sorts. There is also that fight where the Inquisitor summons a Bobby. But yeah, the Inquisitor is missing one arm, but then the Bobby has one extra arm. Though I think the Bobby that the Inquisitor summoned... Okay, wait. Give me a moment. I don't like this song. Okay. Because the Bobby that the Inquisitor summons only has 2 arms. That's kind of strange. That did remind me, though. I wanted to check on... I have an old review of Termina, which isn't very good. But in it, I have... No, I don't have it. Dang. I mentioned that I don't like this song, and so when I played through the game, I started muting the audio here and then listening to NecoArc singing "Open Your Heart" instead. And I'm like, do I have a link to that? Because the last time I was here, I couldn't actually find that. Actually, I don't see that part in the video right now. I'm wondering if I'm misremembering where it was. Oh well. I'll just go through like this. I have the stream set up correctly, right? Okay. I messed around with the settings. I have to make sure they're still good. Okay. There's Giant. That is not that difficult of a fight. I've done it several times now. The main difficulty is just how many neighbors are in here. Okay, you mean like They're the equivalent of similar pressures or reasons create similar moon-scorched categories. So the Inquisitor fits so well as a religious enforcer. Yeah, that is... They do go on about the prevalent moral code and such. And then the Bobby would have also done that. Interesting. In the regular game, the Bellends only spawn near the... in the temple district. So I wonder if there's anything to that. Like, you first see them in Mausoleum? I'm actually not sure how to say it. Mausoleum? That's it. Okay. Mausoleum Alley. And then there's several more around the rest of the temple. So I wonder if they're supposed to be people of importance in the religion, like the religious structure, or just rich people. I think they're the only moon-scorched you see in the temple district. The others are, the people in the museum, I think we looked at that, they're described as having cracked skin, which is a very low level, like, a basic effective moon-scorching. So they're, like, most of them are lightly moon-scorched separately, but the only, like, fully transformed ones are the Bellends. Okay, I'm gonna read what you're saying while I wait for a giant to spawn. Oh! I didn't know you could go past the stairs here. Wait. What is this place? Huh? Wait, where am I? Did I go too far down? I went too far down. I didn't even realize what I was doing. Okay, I'll wait here. Okay. Feeling guilt for their harshness. Upon moon-scorch, that view turns outside. Interesting. I guess the main thing is the Inquisitors... Well, I guess, like... What did you say? Uppity townies can call the police. That's normal too. So that, yeah, you don't need to be religious authority to call the police on somebody. Oh, my mind is very low. Excuse me, giant. I just need to have some vodka here. I'll go with beer. That'll work. I just need it to not go to 0. We have zoophobia. Zoophobia is one of the better phobias in this game, I think. So it will be helpful. Okay, I just gotta make sure I have everything right, because, you know, it is a boss fight. I think we attack turn 1. Not so literally having a spear, but being so deep in the core of the town's religious fervor. Yeah. Okay, I might need to heal here. Okay, then you go back to guarding, and then attacking. Okay, they can do a lot of damage. I don't remember needing to heal too much during this fight. I think I did need to do it a little bit. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, the bleed effect kills them very, very quickly. Alright, and we already have our health back. I think I'll use... I guess... You can save light blue vials for combat. That makes sense. Okay. Leechmonger ring. Search, nothing of value. You can't cut off the head, I'm pretty sure. So, okay. We got what we're here for. Oh. Okay, we just walked by all the neighbors with no issue. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean about, bring down the law on offenders. Inquisitor would summon the law. Yeah. That's what I'd said, I think, that, like, you know, anybody can just call the police on somebody, and that's kind of what the Inquisitors do. But I guess the one thing about the Inquisitors is, they know about sulfur, which is kind of odd. Control with fear, lead with violence. What's their other line? They mention sulfur in there. Oh yeah, there we go. The origin of deceit, the sulfuric pits. You're just trying to plant a seed of doubt in my head. Which is kind of interesting, because sulfur is implied to be, like, the very existence of sulfur seems to be a secret. Whereas they're talking about it like Christians could talk about hell, potentially, which, you know, hell isn't a secret. The devil isn't a secret. But in Fear and Hunger, the equivalent seems to be. I don't know. Oh yeah, I always forget to set in OBS, when I set up the stream, there's an option to be normal latency, low latency, or ultra low latency. And I didn't set it to low latency today, because the default is normal. And, like, it seems really extreme. Normal latency is, like, I don't know. Why would I want... It's just weird to... Do you want better, or not better? I think I would want it to be better, right? I mean, there's reason for a little bit of latency in streaming, but normal latency seems like a lot, and I don't know why it's the default amount, and why low latency has to be intentionally selected every time I set up the stream. Okay, we need to recover some mind. But I have a lot of matches, so I'll use those. Oh, and I can set the music back on. Okay. Yeah, they mentioned the sulfur pits. Not sulfur the god specifically, but just, the sulfur pits. And so, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. Are the sulfur pits widely known to... It wouldn't really make sense for them to be, like, in the Bible. Because I think it's said that Ulmer wrote it. And sulfur didn't exist until... after Ulmer died. Is it said that Ulmer wrote it? It's the New Testament of Ulmer. Maybe, I guess it didn't. It could have been written after Ulmer, but it's still like... It's very strange. It honestly might be like an accident. It might have been unintentional by Mir. Like, Mir wrote the Inquisitor dialogue, and then at some point later made different decisions on sulfur. Like, there's some unused... a version of ending C, or I guess B, or either of them, that has a very different description of sulfur. Very, very different. And I can actually talk about that next time I'm waiting in Prevobop for Mind Tree cover, because I'm most of the way done. Yeah, so the town has effectively turned to sulfur worship. Yeah. There's deep in religious worship in the backward religious river town would, when scorching, become privy to the freaky sulfur things. Yeah. The most inner circle types on the civilian level. sulfur, yeah, okay, that's not a bad idea. Sulfur could be named after the sulfur pits, and not the sulfur pits being named after the sulfur god. That is actually an interesting question. Why is sulfur even in the sulfur pits? Okay, okay, I have to just remember what I'm doing. I think I'm going to go get, skills. No, I want, okay, draw sigils, draw a sigil of Gregaroth, and then go get some skills, so I have necromancy. Okay, so first I need to leave the city. Okay, I remember now. I remember how this all goes. And we go in here just in case we get delayed. Yeah, I think that's actually a good idea. Like, sulfur could be named after the pits that already existed without sulfur, I guess. Or instead of like, or the pits could have been named after sulfur, but we don't really know. The cut version definitely supports the pits being pre-existing, but it also supports sulfur being pre-existing. I definitely want to go over it when I can, because it's very strange. I don't want to take too much time picking up items, because it is possible to die because I take too long here. That is what happened on the second attempt of this. And it's less likely to happen because I did stop by the apartments this time. That, I'm pretty sure, was the mistake last time. Okay, come on. Imagine trying to walk around this place without 2 small things amulets, without 20 agility. You just wouldn't be able to. Okay. Okay, we're back. So, yeah, it's like a devil being called Howlan or something, because they're said to suffer in Hall. Oh no, they called it Hall because of Holland. Well, maybe, yeah. Once a god is born, then existing forever. It's like giving a name to the wind. I've been kind of like, because that is one interpretation of what he's saying, but I'm wondering if maybe, because it seems very strange, of like, once an older god is born, it has existed forever. Like, is that saying that Almer has existed forever, like, retroactively? It just doesn't seem to make sense to me, but it's possible that's... Okay, wait, I think we can just kill this guy. There we go. Okay, we don't cut off the head because we need that ghoul. Where is I should actually kill some of the other villagers so I can get more heads. Where are they gone? I can kill the regular ones in one hit. The pipe villager is a bit more dangerous, but not really scared of that. Hey, you. Okay, here. Yeah, the wind existed before the name. Concept of the perfect man existed before Almer. Once it... So I think... I'm going to draw a Fear and Hunger sigil down here, because I need affinity. Yeah, that's interesting. Because, well, so, like... Yeah, like, the god of Fear and Hunger, like... Fear and Hunger existed before, but also... Whatever Ulmer is. So I think Ulmer is humanity primarily and kind of like human society focused, which is why like Ulmer's religion is so dominant, because like religion is a feature of human society. That's kind of my idea, and that's also why you've got like genocide in there. That's a thing human societies do sometimes. Oh, I didn't need to kill the woodsman. I forgot. Okay, I think I lost an arm last time I did this fight, because his arm didn't actually take as much damage as I thought it would. But, okay, we win this time. Okay, and so, yeah, it's a good question. Did I forget to guard? I think I did that wrong. Maybe. I don't, well, lucky, anyway. I forget what the... Okay, so... Okay, I'm gonna read it now. So yeah, once an older god is born, it has existed forever. A god like a human soul. That's a good question, too. A god like a human soul is not constrained by linear time and space. It can reincarnate multiple times within our history and future history without us knowing any better. I've seen people interpret that as, I think, meaning that there's only 24 souls total. Like, it's like that story about, like, the egg or whatever, that, like, every person is the same person, which is, like... Okay, there's a very loud vehicle outside. Is it garbage collection day? I don't think it is, but that's what it sounds like. I do live next to a construction company. Kind of, like the house of somebody that owns a construction company and stores vehicles at his house. So that could also be it. Okay, which sigil is this? We're aiming for Gregoroth. Okay. 24 souls reincarnated idea, yeah. I didn't get the Sylvian book this time. That's actually a problem. I kind of wanted that. I guess I don't need it, because the only skill I get is pheromones. I don't know where to even find books at this point of the game. I feel like that was the last book, wasn't it? Well, I can go get necromancy now, at least, but odd. Okay, so, reading the thing again. So... Yeah, it's like... The old gods come from the green stream, but which one's first an older god in its physical form? Or the concept our consciousness gave birth to, so like... It's saying like humanity of like Ulmer or Sulfur as concepts existed, and... I think actually what you said might have been the best way to interpret that. That like... The concept that Ulmer embodies existed before Ulmer, and what Ulmer did was become that, instead of like Ulmer always existed, right? So, so you're going to mention the green here. My position on, like, the green hue and such is... I think that, like, there's several characters in the first game that express a view that, like, the old gods never really existed, like that story about in the studies of Sylvian, that was always like folklore, that there wasn't literally a time when Sylvian was present on Earth and influencing the world to such an extent that there was a sea of flesh or whatever. I should probably open this chest. I think I have time. Omer is a god of reincarnation. That seems pretty narrow. I've never heard that. That seems excessively narrow. Oh, the sun god reincarnation. Okay, that's I couldn't read the whole thing. I've long held on to the possibility that Omer isn't absorbing from the sun god, but I did recently kind of convince myself that he is, because I decided to try and work backwards from Rare, the god of the moon, to see what a god of the sun that is the opposite of Rare would be like, and I arrived at a god of human society, which I feel like is what Almer is. I know I said the next time I wait here I'd talk about stuff, but I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that instead. Sorry. I'll be back. Okay. I'm starving. Okay. So, that idea that it's us giving credence to natural forces as though they're gods, and that giving power when they aren't actually really there in the way we think of. Yeah, that's, yeah, something like that. Having taken the sun god from Ascendance, you got that. I thought the group... okay, Grogaroth is all... Okay, Grogaroth is not the sun god. I think that's like... that's just... there's absolutely no evidence for that, and there's so much evidence against it. That's like... yeah, that one's... I've like watched the video on that from Mao the Doog Mythonics, and I'd say there's like this point where he's going through all the evidence, and like none of it, the things that I think are evidence in that are that if the sun god is the king of Mahab, and if so if the sun god is the king of Mahab, then Grogaroth having a giant statue at the center of Mahab is the kind of thing that a king of Mahab would have. And so, if the sun god is the king of Mahab, then that would be reason to think that Grogaroth could be the king of Mahab and thus the sun god. But that's, fairly minor, I think. You can just have a giant statue of Grogaroth without needing that to be king of Mahab Grogaroth. Love Mouth, he's a cool guy, but he gets evidence for stuff and makes a 90-degree turn and leaks. Yeah, I haven't watched, I'm trying to stay away from, like, other theories just to make sure that mine are my own for most of the time. What was the other? There's one other piece of evidence, that made sense to me in there. I don't remember it anymore. That was the main thing, is that, like, yeah, I think if there was a king of Mahab who was the sun god, they'd have a big statue. But, like, everything else is... it doesn't seem like very good evidence. And there's active evidence against it, which is that everybody seems to still recognize Grogaroth as still being around. I think last time I fought this guy, it was really easy. Oh, wait, did I have something for fire? I think I did something for fire. Yeah, because he mostly does fire damage, so I can equip the jumpsuit instead. Okay, there we go. Hello. Alright. Understandable, that's a good idea. I don't remember. I'm assuming that's about the King of Mahab line. Okay, so... yeah, I don't think Grogaroth would be the sun god, but there would be a sun god, and Ulmer may have absorbed it. So the one thing, the main evidence, the reason I had against that, okay, why, 2 nothings in a row? Where's my Sylvian skin Bible? Annoying. So the reason against Ulmer having absorbed the sun god is we have 3 different accounts of Ulmer's ascension. Studies of Ulmer, the skin Bible of Ulmer, and the Man in Black. None of them mention another god. Right? They all have their own explanation for how he would have ascended, and none of them say he took over a sun god. Right? There's like, oh, he, was crucified and went to Mahab and became a god, or he was created by Vitruvia to be the perfect man, and that was part of how he became a god. Or, oh, he went to Mahab and then he carved like an idol. One of them is an eyewitness account and doesn't mention that there was another god involved. And of course, not everybody has to know everything about Ulmer. That could just be an unknown thing. But it's a little suspicious, I would say, that it never comes up. Oh, hello, priest. Don't want to go there. Yeah, there's so much on Ulmer that doesn't mention that. don't think I want to offer the dead crow. It's really funny to me how weak the tormented one is in Termina. It's like, I guess I only did the fight once, but it was extremely easy when I did do it. The tormented one, the new god of torment, and like, he's got like 900 health. I think. Let me check. I think he's like as strong as the pipe villager. Okay, 1,700. He's as strong as 2 pipe villagers combined. I think he just like punches you. Like he's got nothing going on. It's a bit pathetic, a bit sad. You have to go, but please upload this later. Yeah, it's YouTube automatically records live streams and uploads them. There's a tab for called Live. It's next to the videos. I am thinking of editing this once it's done, like editing it into a you know, an edited version of a live stream. Yeah. I forgot one of my... Okay, well... Okay, let's get the important abilities. Necromancy. I really want that. I really want Bob and Weave and Adrenaline Rush. I think Agility is important, even if I don't need it right now. Mischief of Rats is good. Mastery over Vermin isn't that important. Okay, I can't get that much. Short Circuit is slightly useful. Trapcraft could be... I think... I don't know which... It's like you have to take Perfect Guard and then Meditation, or they break. Which is a little bit worrying, because I do want to take Meditation to get to Spice Forge. But Osawa is a bit of a late fight. What's the bug with that? I'm looking up. So... It says... Okay, the wiki says... Yeah, you need to take Meditation first. So... I don't know if I can take Perfect Guard. I do still have Sylvian Sigils to draw. Oh, that's fine, you can be quiet. You don't need to... If your hands hurt from typing so much, then that is a sign that should type a bit less. Okay, so Fast Stance and Counter Stance both have their niche uses. So I think I probably take them now while I can. Trapcraft could also be helpful. Probably. It's really funny how easy it is to run away from them. They have that whole animation where they go and smash it. You can just run. Okay, so now we go and get some ghouls, and then I think we save the game. Yeah, it's been about an hour, that's reasonable. And then we go into the church basement. Okay. Finally... finally through all that. Can you get severed heads from these? I don't think you can. But like, realistically, you should get 3 of them. There's a whole soulstone here. Anyway. Is this... Okay, well that's... fine. I can walk around you. Okay. Okay, let's go and get this. Yeah, okay, so the post is a bit messy. Okay, yeah, Percolate Discuss. Hold on, I'm waiting for my mind to recover in pre-fill bot right now, so I'm just reading some cut stuff. Humans are such funny little creatures. Since the dawn of men, you've tried to please the sun god to keep you warm and give good harvest. You've worshipped destruction and creation in the delusion that you'd have a say in those matters. You've given a name to each and every one of these forces. Even the nature itself has a name given by you. It's a strange paradox. You throw yourself as a slave to these gods of your own creation. Only humans could be this silly. To the others, they are but natural forces. What others? Just wondering. I don't think that it gets explained. They're not there to help you, to harm you, or to be worshipped by you. They just exist in the greater scheme of things. And then whatever he says. Just as a sailor harnesses the power of the wind, one can harness the power of these forces to our own benefit. I am a servant of the moon god, as I cannot control him, and just stops. I never said that. There are plenty of deities that could fall under that category. Even you've probably heard of some. Is this one I thought of? Oh no, it's a different... Okay, so that's one version of Pericles' thing. There's a different one. Okay. But along came silly humans. They gave these forces a name. They created an obscure rule set around their worship, only to hope for some kind of a salvation at the end of it. After this, the kings and sultans seized the opportunity and ruled with the strength of the older gods. Some used this strength quite literally, while some only herded the masses with their teachings after tweaking them to better suit the demand. Time and time again, a new power rises to the top. Some call themselves new gods, some puppeteer the nations from behind the curtain, but the ending is always the same. It is an eternal cycle that has befallen all mankind. My mind's restored now. You can go back to that world if you choose so and live a life as a slave to those sitting on top, whoever happens to be wielding the waning strength of the older gods at the moment, or you can embrace the chaos and break free from the cycle. So that's pretty normal for Pericles, that's not that different. This is what's very different. We, the cult of Sulfur, we choose to live and breathe in chaos, outside the artificial boundaries created by the society and mankind. You can either be at the receiving end of the stick or holding it. We choose to hold it. We revel in the blood of the sacrificial lambs. The masses are for the slaughter, for the fallen god, the sulfur god. Before the exodus of the gods, there existed one that was banished from the pantheon, as he was chained deep beneath the earth's surface. This fallen one, this fallen god, he was never able to leave this world. He exists beyond the eternal cycle and beyond the greater scheme of things. To celebrate the chaos, we gather souls for the fallen one. As the champion of Termina, you too can join us. And then he doesn't release anything. So, that's a very strange idea. The sulfur god is distinct because they existed as an old god. They were around, back with all the others, supposedly. But they were, banished and chained underground, which kept them from leaving. Literally, they were just blocked off from being able to leave, like the others. Which is, getting into any, metaphysical, complicated discussion about, the humans and concepts and old gods and stuff, and, nah, it was just literally underground. It's a bit, it's a bit literal for the whole conversation. But, Obviously it's cut, so don't take it too seriously. More of just a curiosity. Potentially at some point. Well, so this is where I died the longest attempt, the second one, when I almost made it. And I almost saved the game. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. I avoided my mistake this time of, okay, there we go. I did go into the apartments, so I'm not moon scorching right here. That was really, really frustrating. Okay. Alright, necromancy time. I need names. Okay, well I have one name that I know some people like to use. Is it even worth giving him a helmet? Why did he spawn with an army uniform? He's a villager. Ah, I need to switch my armor out. You can have chainmail if you want. Battlestone, that's a good one to have. I guess a gas mask for protection. Sure. Just defensive items, because they don't do anything else. Okay. So I'm gonna get, you know, at least another ghoul. Okay, wait, I just realized I'm probably going to summon a death mask here. I have... Okay, I can kill 2 death masks. I've never really used traps, and I still can't. I don't have any of the materials needed in the slightest. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's a vial. I don't know what to do about the vial exactly. I was hoping I mean, I can just run. Yeah, that would work. I can just run from the vial. Okay. Okay, I might have to go the other way around through that. My villager doesn't have 100... doesn't have the agility. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is fine. We can work with this. Okay. God damn it. These villagers... Why do you even bother with them? Why do you even bother with ghouls? What's the point of ghouls in the first place? What do they even do? Drag you down. I think... Okay, let me check. I think you can give them small things amulets. Yeah, not that it would help right now, but in the future. So my average agility is 15.5. So we should have like a 77% run chance. Something like that. Damn, that really messes with my plans. I mean, I could go for the coin flip against the vial, but obviously he does do a lot of damage. It's really gonna burn through some of my healing. God. This is really not what I wanted to happen. It's a 75% chance of killing the vial, but if I don't, there's a good chance that Francis immediately dies. I'm just gonna try, I guess. What's another hour of repeating the exact same thing that I've done so many times? Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay, I still need names for another ghoul. And I have to pass by the death mask and all the villagers that I can't run away from anymore. This seems... this is a lot. I was not thinking about how am I even gonna get to the church? Wait, I can't even get to... This ghoul is... I did not think about how terrible this would be. This is really bad, actually. I can't run away anymore. I could buy another small things amulet, and that would help a lot, but... I can't run away. I mean, I can, but it's only a 75% chance, or 77, you know, something like that. Do I just do I give up on the whole ghoul plan? The entire point of all of that? How else do you fight, you know, the... What are they called? Crimson Fathers. The Crimson Father are the concern. I had the ghoul because the last time I played Maso Mode, they were kind of helpful against Crimson Fathers as a possibility for, you know, reduce the chance that I get mind controlled. Because, like, I don't know, I mean, you can shoot them to death. You can shoot Crimson Fathers to death. I honestly, I don't know what to do anymore. Because I even if I get the ghouls, they just mean I can't run away. And I have a bigger party size, so like, you know, visibly on the map, physically on the map, I have more party members, so like I can't. You're like, what do I do? I don't know what to do now. This ghoul is completely ruining me. If I had engrave, this wouldn't be an issue, but... I don't know. I'm gonna go to the church. I'm gonna try and see what I can do, but this is really, really bad. Okay, wait, so... Let me see. Can you not, in the first game you can instantly kill necromancy party members. I guess in the first game that was relevant because you'd want to replace a ghoul with, like, Kahara because he'd be better or something, but in this game you can leave them behind at the trainer at Previll Bops, so, like, why would you need to instantly kill them? Just leave them behind. And of course, obviously, the reason is that they're... I could go to the train. Is that a good idea? And leave them behind? And then go to the church on my own? I'm gonna take the ghoul to the church, and, like, maybe I'll die, but, like, whatever. And there's instantly... Okay, no, I think I don't even... I'm dead. This ghoul has killed me. This ghoul has absolutely killed me, and I can't... It's completely ruined everything. There's a javelin instantly, oh my god. My plan that I spent so long trying and failing to pull off with actually a plan that instantly gets me killed. Okay, well now the ghoul's dead, so we're okay. We're completely fine. Nobody needs to worry about anything. That's why I should have healed there. I could actually survive now. Oh my god. Unbelievable. That was... Oh my god. Okay. Just... I wonder... Okay, sometimes... I haven't seen any messages in a bit, and like, you know, sometimes chat can be slow, but like... Stuff has happened. Nobody said anything? Is the chat bugged again? Oh no, it isn't. Okay. It has done that in the past. I'm low on healing items now. After that ghoul made me waste so much. Okay. How do I even get out of here? I might be stuck anyway. I guess I kill this bellend and then I can escape. I'm fine with dying here, because, like, oh, the whole cool thing was a waste of time anyway, so, like... Okay, there we go. Okay, apparently I need to heal. I guess I should have guarded. I don't know. Okay, well, there we go. All my plans have been completely ruined. Everything was a mistake. Alright. Well, now you found me. Bobby was just standing there. I thought they couldn't attack me there. Alright. I'm ready to go suicidally fight some Crimson Fathers, because... God. My entire plan was worthless. My giggling mental breakdown. Alright. You can stay there, Death Mask, if you want. Why am I getting the screen effect already? Been out for like 15 seconds. Okay. We're just going to the church to get the last effigy. If we succeed, like, we're in really good shape. Because we have every effigy, we can go fight Rancid and get the Hexen table. That's permanent. Permanent Hexen table access is a big deal. It was all a waste of time. Yeah, whatever. I wasn't. I'm like, I'm going crazy right now. I'm messed up. I'm a twisted fucking psychopath. Okay. Alright, now we keep going. There's a path here. There's Bobby. Second Bobby. That was the wrong direction. Okay, 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 okay. Hello, I answered. Hi. It's weird how close you can get to that animation. Okay, we get a lot of items in the church. That's a nice thing about it, at least. I remember, I think I was considering going through the underground path to get in there, but I have already... I guess I decided against it. I mean, it's not the easy way to do it. I thought it wouldn't happen to be in here, right? That would be ridiculous. Okay. That would have given me an Almer affinity if he was. Alright. Probably just gonna die to Crimson Fathers. That is very likely what will happen. Ooh, best armor in the game. That's nice. It's not that big of an upgrade. Really good for blunt damage, I guess. Might even die to one of these losers. If I'm not careful. Okay, I didn't. Did not die to one of those losers. We're good. I could have sacrificed the ghoul. Whatever. I should have sacrificed the ghoul to Gregoroth. I forgot. That was part of the plan. I don't have the key yet. Okay. We have the effigy. We have the keys. I'm hungry. Oh, that's really bad. You know what? Maybe I can just do this. That's not too many bullets. That's acceptable. Okay. Just shoot him. Who needs ghouls that they spend hours trying to get? I can just shoot them. They're fine. Such a ridiculous outcome. Okay, so this is Dysmorphia, who I don't want to fight right now. Our 2 hurtings per turn can kill you very, very quickly in Maso mode, so I'm just checking on... There's like some items, but whatever. And they also remove both of your arms. You can just have no arms almost immediately from that. Hello, Crimson Father? You coming after me or not? Okay, here we are. Maybe? Okay. And we turn around and shoot. Okay, I messed up slightly. Okay. And then one of them I can remove one of the arms, the one with the knife in it, and that'll maybe be enough. Okay, let's be careful. Yep, there's the death mask. Almost always triggers after only running past it once. Okay, we could draw a sigil here, but let's run and leave first. Okay. 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 We made it. Good. I kind of didn't expect to make it. I actually really did not expect to succeed there. Okay, I'm thinking we go and... Wait, I need a murky vial. Do I have that? No. Because you also have to fight an arena here. That's murky vial, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Very valuable. Okay, okay. So I'm thinking I go and I farm some heads. Oh, but the death mask is in the area. I can still get some. I go and just farm some heads out here, and then I save. And then maybe end things there. Oh, did I already get the heads? There's you, but you're a bit more dangerous. Okay, well, maybe there's not much to get out here. Okay, okay. Okay, let me, how many, do I even have any soul stones on me? I have 2 because very soon I'll be able to visit the Hexen table and get Marina's skills, which are very good to have. How many do I need? I mean, you want all of them, which is 4 skills, so I want to try and get more heads so I can get that as soon as possible. It's quite important, I think. Oh, no, I've already been here. Okay, I thought I hadn't. That is... I mean, I guess it's good I don't have to, but I need to find those heads somewhere else. Okay. Draw Fear and Hunger. And then save. Yeah. Okay, so I guess for now, what do I do then? Because I don't expect to make enough progress to want to save again, so I'm just gonna like investigate what's going on here. If I remember correctly, you want to go left and then right. Avoid Crimson Fathers that way. Yeah. Okay. Just regular decrepit priests. How much arm health does this guy have? Maybe I should have gone for the kill. It just kind of made sense to me to... Okay, I forgot. It's termina. The arm health is as high as the torso health, so of course not. But I think as of right now, the best option is to finish off the arm, and then I can guard. Okay. And because of the Leechmug Ring, it's no big problem at all. I get all the health back. And Soulstone, okay, that's part of what I need. Part of what I need. Oh, I didn't know that was here. I guess I forgot. Okay. There's no radio here to warn you, that's annoying. Okay, now something is slowly approaching. It's Marina, but with cool hair. Alright, and there's a trick to this fight. Huh. Yeah, that kills everything except the cocoon itself, I guess. I don't think it... Yeah, I think you just... Yay! New souls. Nothing of value. Huh, it's still called Marina's head. Interesting. I mean, it is Marina's head still, so that makes sense. Okay. Now you just want to kind of rush past here. There is... a saw is over here. It might be worth trying this fight. Because we'll be able to get his thing soon. So does he just use hurting immediately? If he uses hurting turn 1, then I need arm protection. He doesn't have a lot of health. If I had perfect guard, which if I take before fighting him means like it will break when I learn meditation, then I could guard to prevent arm loss, and that would be a pretty easy fight. Am I ready here? I think I am. Oh, an extra small things amulet. Where did I get that? That's actually kind of helpful. In case I recruit a ghoul again, and then I can help negate the agility loss. Mataneko Kone Magnificant. Alright. Probably guard. Turn 1. Might be a lot of damage. It's not even that much damage. Oh my god. This guy sucks. That's less damage than a Belland. LMAO right now. Okay, now this guy's easy. Wow, that's pathetic. I think there's an item up there, but it's not really worth climbing up to get it. Okay, well that actually was really easy. Cool. Maybe it's all the corpses around it that makes you want to run away, you know? Maybe it isn't supernatural, maybe there's just a lot of dead bodies. Makes you nervous. Kind of a crazy idea, I know. Okay, and this is the easy part of Maso Mode. Once you make it here, like, you've basically won. 'Cause look at this. We can just learn skills now. We have engrave. How do you do that? There we go! We can engrave now. Look at this, this is amazing. And then we can have, I don't know, Eye of Sylvian to heal more, or prevent blood loss, or, you know, just do whatever. Okay. I don't want to save again, because I only have very limited saves left. But, okay. The Sylvian Skin Bible doesn't exist, apparently. Apparently it doesn't exist. I'll probably stop now. Just because, again, I don't think I can make enough progress to save. But, yeah, very successful. That's kind of interesting. I wonder what language this one is. We don't have anything connecting it to God of the Depths like the other language, but curious. Okay, I think I'm done. Anything else anybody want to do before I end, like, you know, miscellaneous extra things to do? I'm probably doing a very big stream on Wednesday. But I haven't gotten a response on the timing yet. Okay. Yeah, I still don't have a response on the timing. Two very inefficient emailers are trying to email something to each other, and it's been very ineffective. But on Wednesday, hopefully, will be a live stream with the channel WD Beanie that has done videos on the lore that I thought were pretty good, and we're just going to discuss whatever lore topics and such. We haven't actually decided the topics yet, because again, very inefficient emailers emailing each other. So that will be good. That'll be 1 p.m. We're starting that one on Wednesday. I'm just like delaying because I normally stream for longer, but okay.